It is so fun to just do a German accent. All the time. Good. Look at that nice bald man. He's like, I better not get in the way of the guy. He just started his shift. It should be nice. I shouldn't interrupt him. Kind. Okay, what's up, y'all? Happy to be here. Drove here today. Yeah, I have 2 shows tonight. I do this, and then I gotta go drive to another one. I'm like, why did we do that to us today? And I took an edible like halfway through the drive because I get bored. That's a strange sound to hear. That sound like a sarcastic surprise, like, whoa! That's what you do if a 5-year-old shows you a bad magic trick. And you don't want to hurt his fifis. Oh yeah, you could be a magician, Kyle. Oh man, I am glad to be here. It's been a while since I've been to Boise. I was supposed to do a show here on St. Patrick's Day 2020, but like, I don't know, something happened. So it's good to be back. Good to tell y'all some jokes again. Missed talking to this breed of white people. We just don't have quite the shade of pale as you on the west side of Washington. Some of you were on board with this, and some of you were like, we are different, dude. We get like just maybe a little bit more sun on occasion. Walk outside, we get that vitamin D. What you got? Depression? Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, I got it. Guess what? That's how I make my art. So, who's the idiot now? It's probably. I don't know. You might be stupid. I don't know. Sorry, I pointed at you, dude. You just seem really nice and you got a good full head of hair. It's. I get mad at people with hair sometimes. I don't mean to do it, but it's when you just see a really dumb haircut and you're like, that's what you did with all of your potential. Cool, and you don't deserve it. Check your privilege. I don't need to take my beanie off. You guys know what's happening underneath. You can see posters and be like, yeah, he's compensating for something. Oh man. It's a decent drive out here though. There's no traffic. You guys, do you ever have traffic here? Yes. You do? What 1 hour of the week does that happen?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you guys have like a lot of lanes, a lot of freeway happening, and probably not quite as dense of a population. Yeah, I live in Seattle. And traffic is all the way back, and that makes me miss March 2020. I just hopped on the freeway and I was like, this is what it could be like. Oh my God, this is a possibility. Oh, I want everybody to die. I don't know if he's clapping for just liberals dying or... You said that? Okay, see, how many, do you have any kids?
Yeah.
How many?
3.
That's future traffic, so I'm glad you're on my team, but you're a part of the problem. I don't have any kids. When I die, guess what? Open lanes for all y'all. You're welcome. I'm a hero! Oh, I just realized I made you. You applauded my demise. Weirdly bad and good for my self-esteem all at the same time. It was strange. I like it when the speed limit turns 80. That's nice. That's a little pep in the step. I thought I was going fast enough. And then just like this huge lifted truck is like, no, you're not. Cool. Nothing against big trucks. I used to have a truck. But I drive a lot for comedy. It wouldn't make sense for me to own a truck, drive from Seattle to Boise in a day. Just be like, look at me, I'm so tall, everybody. Aren't I a king, you bunch of presents? I get why you do it. Here, quick side note, you should be taller than your tires. That's a thought, that's just a thought. That's a thought. I know how you feel when you're up there. It's a good feeling, but you don't know how you look as you scramble up into your vehicle. We just go, what is that gremlin doing? Also, I was surprised the dude was on going that fast. I was like, dog, that's a diesel. What are you doing? How much money do you have right now? What are you just like, oh, I'm mad at Joe Biden? You're like, I'm not him, you know that, right? Yeah, man, I spent a lot of money just getting regular unleaded gas today. I was like, this is a problem. I thought Star Trek was supposed to happen by now. I wanted to teleport here. Instead I have to drive a fucking 2014 Toyota Corolla. It's fine. Actually, I don't love my car. I don't love my car. I don't hate my car. I hate my car's horn, for sure. Didn't know that it sounded that way when I bought it. I didn't use my car horn for like the first 2 years I had. It's just, I don't know, the west side of Washington, we just don't really use horns that much. Is this like a honky town? Okay. This is a honky town, but is it like a honky town? Y'all beep at each other? No, you don't. You just have so much space. You're like, we can accommodate everyone. Yes.
Just lay on it.
Yeah, you just lay on the horn. You do that too?
It's A or B.
A or B?
You don't get a honk or you lay on it. That's what happens.
Do you take naps while driving? No, it doesn't take.
Yeah.
It does not take that much pressure. You're just like, sorry, I thought of what I was about to say, and I was like, nah, that's silly. You can't just use your hand. You're like, I gotta fucking tap it with my tits. I gotta. Ugh, you need to feel my hate with my nipples. What do you drive? A truck, yeah. But you know how the earth is heating up? Fucking thanks. Thank you. It was free? I'm not filling it up. No, there was a hefty price on that one. Welcome back. First time I'd used my car horn, I was driving. I was actually listening to a metal song by the band Architects, and the name of the song was Death Wish. And I was driving, I was in someone's blind spot. I'm not supposed to do that. On occasion it happens. And I usually try to get out of the way, but there's always a moment where I'm like, you don't even know I'm here, I'm so sneaky. I drive a lot, I get bored. I have to come up with games to keep myself entertained. And before I could actually get out of this blind spot, this truck is to the side, went to get in my lane, car's behind me, I can't slam on my brakes. So I had to hit my horn, and it just goes, That's the sound? That is the sound I make to deter collisions? That's the sound you make if you're like, someone should hit me right in the face right now. If you walk past a playground, saw a kid getting beaten up, and then you heard that kid go, you're like, I'm gonna let this go for like a minute longer. I want to see if this comes to its natural conclusion and the lesson is learned. Dude, I went thousands of dollars into debt for that sound to maybe be the last sound I make on this planet. Just, hey, no, stop! Darkness forever. That's my swan song, just sounding like Beaker getting choked out by someone with soft hands. Death wish! Okay. I was like, that's pretty funny. Okay, alright, you guys seem to be having a good time. You projected that cough too. You're like, COVID's done, I'm gonna let everyone know. That's some dad shit right there. I own this house, I don't need to cover my mouth in it. I know, but you don't own this house, I was being silly. October 31st, 1995. A man rode a jet ski off of Niagara Falls, and he said he did it to raise awareness of homelessness. And that is not how that works. At all. That doesn't help the cause at all. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can't just do a thing and go, it's for a good cause, you should pay attention to me. I can't just go, hey, you guys, tomorrow, bright and early, I'm going naked skydiving. Oh, you don't care? It's for Toys for Tots. I'm raising awareness that tots need toys, so pay attention to me and my floating nudity. The guy with that jet ski, he had a homemade parachute, a homemade jetpack, neither of them worked, so he died. All the way. Which is sad, but on the bright side, at least one home became available. He helped the cause. That's a nice sound you guys just made there. You're like, oh, I do have empathy. Hey, guess who's not a sociopath? We figured it out. That's a nice emotion. That's a good emotion to have, especially at this moment in time in human history. It's a good emotion to have. Out there, in here, useless. It gets in the way of the That's why I drove for 7 hours. I came here to make you happy and see your teeth. I missed them. Cut that shit out. I'm not. Okay, that sounded like a weird anti. I'm like, you guys have hearts? Get rid of them. Gets in the way of my yucks. Because I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad that guy died. It was a quarter of a century ago. Are you explaining parts of my joke?
No, what I'm explaining is that if you made it from Seattle to here in 7 hours, you were speeding a lot, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, that could have all been in your head. That didn't need to be said out loud. You're like, you said a thing. Your math doesn't add up, buckaroo. You think you're swift in your Toyota Corolla?
Yeah, you were floored it.
Yeah, you go fast, and I'd see you go by, and I'll be like, I gotta honk at him with my tits real quick. Faster, fast! I can't keep up. It costs too much. What was I talking about? Sorry. Say what?
Speeding a lot.
Yeah, I could also said 7 hours when I meant to say 7 hours and 43 minutes. I rounded down for simplicity's sake because I was like, let's not waste any time. And you're like, no, let's. No, that was factually inaccurate, sir. What is your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, what do you do for work?
I work at a bank.
You work in a bank? Okay, so there's numbers all the time? That's why, you staring at numbers all the time. Why are you bringing your day job bullshit for my night job? The drinking and the work comes out, you're like, someone give me numbers! I'm hammered, I want to do multiplication! I bet you don't know what the square root of 537.24 is.
I bet you don't.
I don't, because I'm not a fucking nerd. Ooh, look at you, I work in a bank. Ooh, I know numbers and math and went to college and have a mortgage and a fulfilling life with kids and shit. Good for you. Said, no kids, fuck yeah, part of the solution. Nah, yeah, you don't got mom energy, you got drunk aunt energy for sure. Yeah, no, I know. Game recognized game dog, except for I have the penis version of that. It's called an uncle, okay? You guys are being weird. I don't know about it. Oh yeah, talking about a dead guy. Yeah, I don't feel bad that he died, because that was like 26 years ago. And he did that in October of 1995. Earlier that year, May 1995, a hit song by the band TLC came out that warned all of us of the dangers of chasing waterfalls. It was a hit, he had to have heard it. TLC was very specific. They said, stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to. But you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all. I just think you're moving too fast. That deserved a better response. Let's do it again from the top. Okay, October 31st, 19. Wasn't my fault, that was y'all. Oh man. Y'all ever been chased by birds before? Don't laugh like that's a weird thing. What do you... Anyone here?
Yes.
Of course. Okay. What type of bird? Geese. That's a pretty common one. Geese, I don't know why they're so rude. If I had that much neck, I wouldn't be that much of a dick. Just walk around, ah! Like, dude, I just chop that out. Geese are rude. Geese are rude. What else? Any other birds?
Fucking swans.
Swans. Well, swans are just uppity geese. Yeah, swans are just like, I'm not a peasant, I'm fucking elegant. Just wearing a bunch of mascara, that's all they're doing. Yeah. I got chased by a what? Emu? You don't recall? Was this a repressed memory or were you just very tiny? Why did you let your prey-sized child near an emu? Oh, you repressed the memory too. I don't recall when I almost murdered our son with a bird. I mean, I'm glad it was at a zoo. It'd be weird if you're like, we found a wild emu and brought our child near it. Have you seen, like, dude, I saw an emu actually a couple months ago. I went through, I was with my brother and my nieces, and we drove through like a safari thing. You just see a bunch of sad animals going, well, this is my life until I'm dead. Aw, empathy! Oh, we paid to go in, we're a part of the problem. And I was like, let me support your prison, shit's cute. Gets me likes on Instagram, fantastic. Gotta make that content, dog. But we went past an emu, and I like zoomed in, like took a photo of its feet. Terrifying. Terrifying. You're like, that's just for running? Like, you're a dinosaur, dude. They just run with that. They could murder you. You could just be like, you're dead. I don't think birds, emus for sure scary. This happened before I saw an emu's foot. Because I don't know, birds, a lot of you react. I heard you just be like, huh, what? That's weird, we got chased by birds? That's so silly. I used to be like that. Because I did not respect birds. You just see them and you're like, you used to be a dinosaur, stupid. And then they die, pop your head, you're like, oh shit, you used to be a dinosaur. How do you fight the sky? Do we not know that? Oh, do we need to pay more money for the public school system? What's going on? And he's like, no man, I saw Jurassic Park. They showed up today. Like, I got chased by some crows for 3 months straight. Like not consecutively, like there was breaks in between. This happened every single time I walked out of my house to go on a run. Do we have any runners here? Some joggers? 2, 3, okay, very slow. He didn't want to admit it. People get mad at runners. I get it. Dude, yeah, you're mad at, like you're in great shape. Why are you mad at runners? He's like, I don't like it.
If I'm running, you should fucking run too.
Yes.
Okay. What if you're running because you're so excited to see me and give me a hug? I for sure would flee in that moment. I'd be like, no, I don't know him that well. Why is he so excited? His arms are bigger than mine, I don't like it. Okay, all right, I feel like I've lost some momentum. That's all right, I insulted you guys' beliefs of dinosaurs, and you're like, we liked you before. Yeah, we'll get to that, madame.
Okay.
Sarah, just so you know, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I do have ADD, and that's a lot. Actually, I did get diagnosed a couple months ago with ADD or ADHD. I didn't listen to the doctor. Which means I earned it! Yeah, I didn't listen to her until she said Ritalin. I was like, fuck, what did you say? Are you trying to get me to do drugs? Aw, gasp. Up until this point, I've only done drugs recreationally, never professionally. It's great, it's beneficial, it's been good. can finally have a thought and follow it all the way to the, oh, I was talking about crows. Okay, all right. So easy to derail me. Sarah, I like you, but like if you want me to go, it makes it horrible. Be like me throwing calculators at you while you're at your job. I'm like, does this help? Does this help? Does this help? Math. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Why are you drunk at my job right now? This is my day off. I'm not on the clock. You give me pie. Give me pie. What's a piece of the pie? Give me a third of it. She didn't learn from the analogy I made. I got chased by birds. Every time I left my house to go on a run, which I would do on occasion, just depends on how high I got. If you guys want to get into running, I recommend eating a sneaky snack that's bigger than you expected it to be. Because you'll just sit there and just go, well, my butthole's pulsing, I need to move around real quick. Okay, that's not. Is it talking to me? Is this a form of communication? I don't, ooh, this is not enough room inside. I gotta get this out. I gotta walk this demon out in the BH. So I did that a couple times. I just go walk around. I don't know if you guys know this about walking. It's just a gateway drug to running. You walk for long enough, eventually you're like, I could do this faster. Let's go! It's fun. I'm already aerodynamic. Thank you. It was getting warm. Up to the top. It kind of sucked getting chased by crows, because I like them. I think they're really cool birds. They're really smart. They look like just little gothic kids. They got tired of being picked on, so they started working out like a bunch. But no one's gonna say anything bad about Ted Burton ever again. This is Halloween, this is Halloween. But then they forgot about leg day. They did. It's very important. But crows don't need leg day. They don't. They just hang out in the middle of parking lots and roads. And when a car comes at them, they don't fly away. They just look at the car and just like, nice try, dickhead. You try to murder me with momentum? No, I'm just gonna skip up the way. Why did only you guys laugh at that? Just on visuals alone, the back half of the room should have been like, you look stupid. You guys are like, I killed a bird that way once. Yeah, it's me to this day. Yeah, don't kill crows, because they will remember. Crows remember your face. Not only do they remember your face, they can tell their friends about you. What? That means if you're rude to a bird, he's like, fucking noted, dude. Saw what you did. Gonna remember what you did. Gonna tell all my bros what you did. Next time you're by the stumps, it's gonna get weird. There's actually a study that was done proving this. It was a couple years ago at the University of Washington. What they did is they'd have a student wear a full-headed mask. That student would go kidnap a crow, hold it for like a day. They never said how they kidnapped or what they did while they had him kidnapped. They're just like, we kidnap a bird, then we release it later. Then we have a second student wear that exact same mask, walk past that bird we kidnapped to see if it remembered, and they always would. They'd always be like, that's a dude. Like, put me in a box. That dude puts birds in a box. Freak out, and all the other crows would be like, oh, that's the guy that took Clarence. That guy's a dick. And then they'd wait another day or two until Clarence isn't around, and they'd have a third student wear that exact same mask walk past that second group of crows to see if they remembered, and they always would. They'd always be like, that's the dude that took Clarence. Let's chase him. I think that's interesting, because this is technically science. It's also what a villain would do. He's like, yeah, a bird pissed me off once when I was 5, and I've been paying them back my entire life. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. And then I realized that mask is just a bald white guy. And that isn't very far away from where I live. So that means some dude literally trained birds to train other birds to be mad at me. Every time I left my house to go on a run, they'd chase me, and it sucked at first, but after a while, I got so fast. Are you kidding me? The people that that run in this room know there's days where you're just like, all right, okay, let's just get out the door and go. But if you walked outside and went, what's up, Clarence? It was, go. It is motivating getting chased by a murder. Just a bunch of sharp triangles in the sky just die by. You're like, all my neighbors think I'm a Disney villain. This is great! I'll just get back to the, okay. We'll fix it in post. It's good to be back in Idaho. I realized I have a joke about abortion. I don't know if I should do it here. But then, I remembered that I've had the joke in my act for longer than 6 weeks, so... Legally, I have to do it, I guess. Your rule, not mine. I'm just kidding, I wrote that a week ago. It's the fuck out of here! Skedoodle! I hope some of you are okay with that. Next rule, you cannot make jokes about the thing we do not allow. We do not like the idea of murdering babies, let alone the process of it. Is this too far? I am now losing parts of the audio. Okay. The whites are turning on me now. I am okay with that. Some of you are probably not pure. What does that word mean in this context? I don't know. I for sure don't know because I'm like, problematic. I get bored with my body. Like, come on. If you had this, is that what you got underneath there? No? Okay. You know you can do more, like military? Yeah, obviously. Any dude with that many tattoos and that, like, you're like, my shoulders are who I am. No, I get it. Also, like, I haven't gotten your size, but I've gotten bigger before, and just like, it is like making your body a truck. Everyone else is peasants. How many push-ups can you do? Not as much as me! Like, I'm not making up for anything! Okay. Good, you laugh and not stare at me with murder. Because he's done it before. That's a fun thing. You're like, oh, you're in the military. And they're like, yeah, you're like, cool. Well, for sure, maybe murder. Maybe. Sorry. The murderer is laughing. See, the maybe murderer is laughing. The rest of you are like, that's not how I support the troops. That's not how I do it. I don't have to think about the consequences of my actions, please. Okay. Thank you for being a good sport.
I stuck it there on purpose.
Oh, in the seat. I thought you meant like in military. I was like, well, how strong are you? She's like, I just bash my tits into everybody and they go where I want them to. You're gonna join the army!
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah. I hoped you hadn't. That'd be weird. Okay, moving on. Anyways, I'm an uncle. I said a version of that earlier. I have 3 nieces. I like being an uncle now. I didn't at first because babies are boring and easily broken. It's not a fun thing. And new parents are so intense. I get why, but they're so intense. They're always like, this is the best thing I've ever done. You're like, what else have you done? Why is that at the top of the list? What else have you done besides getting laid that one time? This is the pinnacle of your achievements. It doesn't even have the ability to hold its head up properly right now. And I'm watching it defecate on its own body. This is the tip at the top of your list. Okay, all right. Which is fine. I want you to like your kids. It usually means we have less terrible people in the world. But it's just weird because they're so intense. Honestly, like new parents are a lot like people that are doing hallucinogens for the first time. They're just walking around just like, I have never been more full of love and empathy than I am at this moment in time. Oh my God, get over here and sniff this thing's head. No, I don't have the same chemicals in my body as you right now. Ooh, hard pass sniffing that soft spot, bud. Also, wasn't that just in your wife last week? Did you clean it properly? Because it does not look like you did. It's still a little raw, a little slimy. Did you guys not know what happened? Okay, all right. Didn't know this was also going to be a biology class. My bad. I really need to invest in your public school systems more. And it's uncomfortable because sometimes people hand you a child you did not request. They're like, here, catch, it's my future. You're like, whoa, what? Do you not care about your future? Because you can't shake a baby. You can't. But a toddler, you shake the shit out of a toddler, dude. Oh my God, that is how you say hello. I do not like how few of you are laughing at this. That's how you make a friend. Just show up to a family get together and you're like, what's up, little dude? How you doing? Kind of bored? Like, kind of bored. Okay, well. How about now? Oh, that's so much better. Kids are just kettlebells that can scream. And if you have not laughed once this entire time, guess what? You're a boring adult. You walk into a room, your niece, your nephew, they see you and they're like, Deborah's here. She's gonna come over here and make me sit still. Talk to me about how tall I am. Yeah, Deborah, I know I'm getting taller. It's like the one thing I know. I walk into the room, the kids are like, oh, Luke's here? We're gonna fly like dragons! Pick him up this room to the sky! Test your upper body strength first, by the way. Whoa, they are not actual dragons. Dragons know how to land. Just get out. You don't want to be like, ah! You're gonna have more than the one, right? I can say that joke on a second one. We got some fingers in the audience. Oh man. 2020 was a weird year for me. I'm sure it was maybe strange for some of you. I don't even know if COVID happened in Idaho. We're like, we just got a little less traffic. It was fine. In the same week, I lost my day job and then my night job, exact same week, which is, it's fun to find out you're not essential in multiple ways. I was like, well, are my bills still essential? They're like, absolutely. For sure. Just want a piece of that pie. And my lease was up at the end of March, so I had to move. Didn't have a lot of options, so I ended up moving to my hometown. Moved in with family, my sister, and her boyfriend, which was not the first choice, but it was the only choice. And it was weird. It was weird because I'm the big brother. I still felt like I should sort of fulfill that role to an extent. Just be like, hey man, you're a cool dude, but like make sure you treat her right. All right. Anyways, here's rent. doesn't really work that well. Like, well, have fun digging down my little sis. I'm gonna go this way. Oh, are we uncomfortable with the thing I said about my sister? Wow, dude, none of you want your siblings to get laid. That's rude. You're a bad brother and or sister. Probably not and or, actually. You're like, I'm one of the twos. It was alright. It wasn't that bad. It was a weird time. Strange time. I couldn't see my nieces. Like I said, I have 3 nieces, and I do really enjoy being an uncle. I'm glad I'm a part of their lives. But I couldn't see them for like big chunks of 2020, and that bummed me out. But my sister's boyfriend had a kid who's there every other weekend. Her name's Joey. She's 6 years old. And I was like, well, second string niece. Why is that the sound? I mean, she couldn't see her uncle either, so I'm like, well, this isn't the first choice, it's the only choice, Joey. You want to become friends? She's like, all right, I guess I'll do that. I'm like, all right. So I spent a lot of time hanging out with a 6-year-old not related to me, which sounds weird on paper, I know. Joey really likes to play pretend. A lot, and I don't enjoy doing that sober. It's very difficult to yes and a child's imagination with just clear eyes. She's like, you're a wizard, Luke. I'm like, that's a stick, this is stupid. Your room is bigger than mine. But if I get 20 milligrams of THC in me, I'm like, Voldemort is trying to do what to you, dude? Give me my wand. Let's go get this sneaky Slytherin son of a Sally. Let's go! Yeah. Joey and I are hanging out at the park near my place, and I was swinging around by the ankles. You know, you do that move, grab a kid and just shoulders back, engage the core, make sure their mom's not around. Make it uncomfortable! You know, it's a great way to make sure you drop a kid, a mom being like, oh, whoa, whoa! You're like, this is gonna be on you. Swinging Joey, and I was shaking her, she's laughing. I was laughing. I was having a good day. Those didn't happen all the time. You just have days you stare at your phone for way too long, and you're like, well, I'm a peasant. Oh, you guys aren't peasants? Okay, all right. So it was good. It was a good day. I was making Joey laugh. I was laughing, felt good. There's like some neighborhood kid there. She's also laughing, just from the shenanigans we're doing. And while I'm swinging Joey, this kid goes, wow, Joey, your dad's really, really funny. I felt good. I was like, I tricked this stupid kid into thinking I'm a father. Kids are stupid! But it did make me feel good. And then while I'm you got so loud. It's alright. It's your throat. ADD. What's up, dude? While I'm swinging Joey, I feel good. But while I'm swinging Joey, immediately she just goes, yeah, that's not my dad, that's my roommate. Hey man, you didn't need to say it that way. Like, because she's not wrong. She's not wrong. And I'm gonna be honest, I got upset, I was miffed, I was irked, I was perturbed. Because we've been playing for like 3 hours straight. Do you know how tiring it is to throw a 6-year-old around for that long? And I was like, bro, I am making you have the best Sunday. And this is how you're gonna repay me. Act 2, Joey, Act 2. I got mad. But then, I remembered, I'm the adult. I'm the adult, and this is a teachable moment. So I was like, all right, how should we handle this? How should I teach her something? I was like, okay, I know what to do. While I'm swinging Joey, I just go, well, Joey, stitches get stitches, little bitch, and I threw it. Bounce, bounce, consequences. Guess who was Voldemort that day? It was me. It was me. I already have his haircut. Do you know how many times that child made me Harry Potter and then cursed me to lose my hair? Well, it just makes more sense that way, Luke. You're like, you're a fucking dick. I'm gonna cast a spell that makes your parents not end up together. So it's a retroactive spell, and it worked like a charm. All right, I got You guys are a lot of fun. I did not do the majority of the things I wanted to do, which is good. I think it must be an oddly encouraging time to be a Brandon. There are Brandons out there that have no idea what's going on. They're just walking around just being like, is everyone rooting for me right now? They're just like, hella dudes in lifted trucks believe in me for some reason? Oh my god, I guess I gotta go carpe that diem today. The term "Let's Go Brandon," which I'm sure all of you know, is like a super secret code. Okay, it's not a code, it's like an inside joke. The most outside inside joke I've ever heard in my life, but it's code to say, fuck Joe Biden. And I don't necessarily disagree with that sentiment. I'm a fan. But saying it that way reminds me of when I was in elementary school and I used to flip people off with my ring finger. Are you in trouble? I said vacuum. Tell Mr. Shelby, I don't know. I don't know. Some people still get upset if you say that about the president. Just any president. I'm like, you like the president? Like you have a favorite president? Ugh, you dork. I bet you kiss your mom on the mouth. I'm sorry, do we have a couple of mother kissers in the crowd tonight? It's weird, please cut it out. It's a category on websites. Stop. You were in the middle of a sip there, bud. My bad. You made you chug and then you thought about your mama's sweet lips. It's so creepy. I have friends that do this and I was like, stop making out with your mom. It's gross. Or at least do it with your dad. You're being sexist right now, all right? I don't know, it just seems weird that people have favorite presidents to me. Like they pick them out. They're like, oh, I really like Joe Biden. Well, I really like Donald Trump. Like, well, I really like Andrew Jackson. Well, McKinley was my man. Like, well, Benjamin Franklin wasn't even a president. But for sure is someone's favorite president. Like he's on the $100 bill? Yeah, that's my fave, for sure. I feel some of you pulling back, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay. I know where I am, and this joke's still gonna happen. It has been in the act for much longer than 6 weeks, so I can't get rid of it. This is your fault. You did this to us. I don't know, being a fan of a president is like being a fan of your high school principal. Why are you doing this? You're the kid at the assembly who has way too much school pride. Just walking around staring at everyone, just be like, hey, you don't look like you have enough Falcon pride! Don't you want a sword? No, I do not, dude. You're not a Falcon? I'm like, nah, dog, more of a crow. Fucking, like, all right, I gotta hang out. I do have a second show I gotta go to. I would love to hang out longer, but I got a skadoodle in my Toyota Corolla. And I have some t-shirts and hoodies to sell out there. If you do want to buy something from me, please find me quickly. Sorry. But if you don't want to buy anything and you enjoyed my comedy, I also have a QR code that you can scan with your smartphone, and it takes you to a page that has like all my social media, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, email lists, all Venmo, fucking, I don't know, all sorts of things. But I have a bunch of t-shirts and hoodies. It's just it's a picture of it's a drawing of a bald dude getting chased by some birds. There. And they're very comfortable. They feel very good on your nipples. I made sure that I tried each and every one of them on individually. Because I don't like giving people shirts that shape their nips. I can't. But yeah, come talk to me. And if not, if you didn't like me, I'm still getting paid. Go fuck yourself. Also, a smart comedian would have left right then. That ain't who I am! I think gender reveal parties are getting out of hand. They are! They're getting out of hand. A year ago, at a gender reveal party, a cannon misfired and killed a man. Which is kind of badass. Because like before the baby is born, there must be a blood sacrifice. Invite Kevin, he is the least loved. There's that empathy again. You feel bad for Kevin. I feel bad for that unborn baby. Do you know how much weight that is to show up in the world with? The weight of a dead best friend? He's like, I don't want to learn how to play piano. Kevin never got the chance. So we're having Beethoven for dinner tonight. Jeez, you guys, all right. I thought I trained you by now. I only tell that joke to raise awareness of homelessness. I'm kind of a hero. All right, I'll give you one more because that wasn't, no. Do you guys know that any party can be a gender reveal party if I pull my penis out? Yeah, it's a boy! I mean, man. It's a man. I'm a man. I'm on Severeid. You guys